Data. There are multiple possible sources of data. First is EmiQuote from EmiBroker. It is easy to use, native to EmiBroker, and it also has a trial period for free. As I mentioned before, we are still doing all our backtests in EmiBroker trial so that you can see how far you can get with free version in case you want to just evaluate the software. And I guess it is quite far, even though with the data we are slowly approaching the limits of free version. So, EmiQuote is a great paid choice for paid EmiBroker, and I recommend it. Second option is download from free sources, typically Yahoo or Google. That's what we will see right now. Third option is download from trading platform. I have another course on Udemy, which is a tutorial on Sierra Chart, and there I show how to download the data from Sierra Chart. But that again is a paid data. Last option is a professional data provider like Northgate company. This data is of the highest quality, but also the most expensive. Okay, so free data from open source, in our case, Yahoo. What do you need? In the course resources, I provide an executable file which you can just download and run it, and it will download 500 stocks of S&P 500 at your local hard drive. Or if you want more flexibility, I provide the source Python file which you can modify as you like. But for that you need to install Python, which is a programming language. It is completely free and it is a very popular language for many purposes, including automated trading, for example. I would like my other course to be exactly about that, but for now let's stick to data. Let's see how to install Python. Go to Google, Python, install, download Python, latest version for Windows or for whatever operating system you use. Run the exe file and install the predefined installation, the predefined setting. Here, important, tick this, add Python exe to path. This means that you will be able to execute Python from any folder and not only from Python home folder. So install now. As I already have Python installed, I will not proceed, but it is very easy, straightforward. This wizard will guide you through that. At the end, you should be able to run Python script. So if installation was successful, you should be able to run a test. You can run a command line, typing cmd as the short, and just type Python, and it shows you the version. So it means the Python was installed correctly. And if you downloaded the Python file from those course resources, you should be able to run it also, but just double clicking on it. And what it does, it executes the file and starts downloading from Yahoo the stock data. I can stop it for now. It downloaded these shares, these stocks with all the data from the year 1980. Let's look at the Python file. Right click it, edit with whatever editing tool you use. Idle comes with Python, so it offers you idle from by default. And here it is not important to understand the code, but just if you want to modify something, you can modify the tickers. These are the 500 S&P tickers. It's 500 stock symbols in double quotes. So this is the place to edit if you want to download some other symbols, Russell, Nasdaq. You can download the lists, the symbol lists from internet, modify it into double quotes, delimit with comma. That's how I do it if I need to download other symbols. Then the script runs in a loop and downloads the data for each ticker. Here we can set the period for which the data will be downloaded. 10 years should be fine. Interval 1 day is the lowest granularity. We cannot download 15-minute bars, 60-minute bars from Yahoo source as it is free source. It works like this. We can download daily data, we can download weekly, monthly data, but that's the minimum level of granularity. But for us it is sufficient. Trading stocks, it works fine with daily periods. Then the rest we can leave as it is. The data will be downloaded at the current folder where the file is saved, and it will create new files for each share as CSV files. So let's save it and run it, and I can delete it will get overwritten, but I'll delete it for the sake of cleanliness and run it again. It will download more or less 500 stocks, and then we will import it. We can see that failed download for ALXN, no data found. Symbol may be delisted. That's possible. The symbols change in the list of S&P. We can time by time we can update the list so that we don't receive these error messages. But as there are 500 tickers, the fact that few of them don't get downloaded is not that crucial thing. And of course, if we are backtesting and trading for real, then we should be more thorough about the symbols that we have and we trade. Right, we have downloaded 504 tickers because one is the Python file itself. Now let's go to AmiBroker, File, Import Wizard, Pick Files, locate the folder with downloaded data, and tick them all, mark them all. It will not mark the Python script, the Python file, as there is a filter on file type. So that's fine. Open. We can validate that it picked up all those files. Next. And here, this screen is important for download, because if we make it, if we do something wrong here, then it will not get downloaded, or it will not get imported, or it will get imported wrong. So this is data file sample, how the program reads the CSV file, and we need to adjust this configuration to the file. So we can see that first is the date. It tells us here. The first is the date. So column 1 will be date in the format year, month, day. So year, month, day is this, YMD. Second column is open. So we have open, high, low, close here, but we have to shift it one column left. So open will be here, then high, low, close. Volume, we don't work with volume, but why not? We can download it, or we can skip it. We will skip the column 7 because that's not there, so let's not confuse the program. Let's skip it. So date, open, high, low, close, volume, skip. Then let's leave it as it is because separator is comma, which is true. And then it is important to take this no quotation data. If not, it ends up in error or it doesn't import anything. It should work like this. Next. Last confirmation. Finish. And MBroker is importing the CSV file into its database. And now let's see. And we have many more symbols imported. 500 SNP symbols with data going back 10 years. So we got 10 years of data. That's what we specified in the file, 10 years. Now we have 500 symbols and 10 years of data. That should be sufficient for relevant backtests.